I'm going to talk about some poetry books today. My favorite poet is Shel Silverstein. This is a picture of Shel Silverstein. He wrote poetry books of which you may have already become familiar with. Shel Silverstein was born in 1930. His family didn't have a lot of money, and in school he was not athletic or even super popular. So he found himself doodling and drawing. You may find yourself doing that too. Well, Shel grew up and he went off to college. But college was not his thing. So out of college he went into the military. And he found that he fit in. He worked for some of their magazines and publications and did artwork for the military. And when he came out of the military, some folks liked his work and put him to working in magazines. As time went on, Shel Silverstein made contacts in the publishing industry. And they said, "Shel, why don't you make some children's books?" And so he did. The first poetry book he wrote was Where the Sidewalk Ends. It is so funny. I just love his poems. And I think you would too. The second poetry book he wrote was called A Light in the Attic. He also did more. Falling Up. All of these books have fabulous poems and fabulous illustrations. Then came Runny Babbitt. Should be Bunny Rabbit, but it's Runny Babbitt. Everything on It. Now, these aren't the only books that Shel Silverstein did. He's also written children's picture books. The Giving Tree. Shel Silverstein is a very interesting man. He passed away back in 1999, but we love his books, and we always have them in the library, so they're waiting for you. Now, I want to say something about Shel Silverstein's art in his poetry books. They're always black line drawings. No color, so don't think you have to go in and color in the book, because that's not the way Shel Silverstein wanted it. So let's start with an assortment of his poems. Invitation. If you are a dreamer, come in. If you are a dreamer, a wisher, a liar, a hoper, a prayer, a magic bean buyer. If you're a pretender, come sit by my fire, for we have some flax golden tales to spin. Come in, come in. This poem is from Where the Sidewalk Ends. Wavy hair. I thought that I had wavy hair until I shaved. Instead, I find that I have straight hair and a very wavy head. From A Light in the Attic. Diving board. You've been up on that diving board, making sure that it's nice and straight. You've made sure that it's not too slick. You've made sure that it can stand the weight. You've made sure that the spring is tight. You've made sure that the cloth won't slip. You've made sure that it bounces right and that your toes can get a grip. And you've been up there since 5:30 doing everything but dive. This poem is from Falling Up. Boa constrictor. Oh, I'm being eaten by a boa constrictor. A boa constrictor. a boa constrictor. I'm being eaten by a boa constrictor, and I don't like it a bit. Well, what do you know? It's nibbling on my toe. Oh, gee, it's up to my knee. Oh, my, it's up to my thigh. Oh, fiddle, it's up to my middle. Oh, heck, it's up to my neck. Oh, dread, it's up from where the sidewalk ends. Skinny. Skinny McGuinn was so terribly thin that while taking his bath Sunday night, out popped the plug, and slush, swoosh, and glug, glug. It washed Skinny right down the drain out of sight. And where is our dear Skinny? Bathing tonight? In some underground pool down below? Or up there so high in that tub in the sky where all of the clean people go? From where the sidewalk ends. Have fun. It's safe to swim in Penrose Park. I guarantee there are no sharks. From a light in the attic. Librarians love this poem. Overdues. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? This library book is 42 years overdue. I admit that it's mine, but I can't pay the fine. Should I turn it in or hide it again? What do I do? What do I do? This is from A Light in the Attic. Pancake? Who wants a pancake? Sweet and piping hot. Good little Grace looks up and says, I'll take the one on top. Who else wants a pancake? Fresh off the griddle. Terrible Teresa smiles and says, I'll take the one in the middle. This is from Where the Sidewalk Ends. It's hot. It's hot. I can't get cool. I've drunk a quart of lemonade. I think I'll take my shoes off and sit around in the shade. It's hot. My back is sticky. The sweat rolls down my chin. I think I'll take my clothes off and sit around in my skin. It's hot. I've tried with electric fans and pools and ice cream cones. I think I'll take my skin off and sit around in my bones. It's still hot. From Where the Sidewalk Ends. Blaine. I wrote such a beautiful book for you, 'bout rainbows and sunshine and dreams that come true. But the goat went and ate it. You knew that he would. So I wrote you another one, as fast as I could. Of course it could never be nearly as great as that beautiful book that the silly goat ate. So you don't like this new book I just wrote? Blame the goat. From A Light in the Attic. Excuse me. The planet of Mars. On the planet of Mars, they have clothes just like ours, and they have the same shoes and same laces, and they have the same charms and same graces, and they have the same heads and same faces, but not in the very same places. From where the sidewalk ends. Pie problem.
If I eat one more piece of pie, I'll die. If I can't have one more piece of pie, I'll die. So since it's all decided I must die, I might as well have one more piece of pie. My chomp chomp go. Bye.
From a light in the attic. That is my selection of poems from quite a few of Shel Silverstein's books. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will get some Shel Silverstein's poetry books. They are a lot of fun.